Good afternoon. In this opportunity, I am going to interview to a teacher from my city. Can we start?
Of course.
Yeah. And the problem that we have in our society is that we have young people sometimes work long hours in after schools or weekend job, but this often makes it difficult for them to do well in school. The result is that young people working extra hours without pay. Um, the first question that I will that you have to respond is the next. Is this a problem that you think is important and why? What do you think about the problem, my friend?
Well, I think it's very, very important because we are talking about young people future. Well, in our society, we have that young people need to work. At the same time, they are studying. But a lot of stores or business that they are conformed are taking advantage of them. And it's a really, really big problem about it because they have to divide their time in two parts, one of them to apply in their jobs and the other one for their studies. And I think it's no easy for them. So I think it's a big problem for them.
Okay, my friend. Do you think others in our community believe this is an important problem and why? What do you think?
I I think yes, but a lot of people don't care about it because we are selfish, to be honest. But I think yes, they are conscious about this problem but don't pay attention.
Okay. What policy, if any, does government now have to deal with this problem?
I don't know a lot about it. I don't know if government is taking this problem like I don't know, like a big problem. I think government doesn't care about it like other people.
If you could create a policy, um, can you tell me, can you tell me what are the advantages of this policy if you could create?
Well, I think I could recommend to the government to have a good laws for people who are working, like young people. Well, I think they need to be well paid for the effort that they are doing with that. And the advantages are that people that are young, of course, they are going to be, how can I say, they are going to have more time to study and do things well. We have to think about that people who is studying, they need a lot of time and they need help.
Okay. What are the disadvantages of this policy? What do you think the disadvantage?
Well, disadvantages about it.
Mhm.
Maybe some students that are young, that they are studying at the same time that working, maybe they can take advantage of that. Maybe if we can create a law, maybe we can say that a government supporting, maybe they won't go to the universities or the college. I don't know. Maybe they can spend the money that government can give them in another thing that are not studies.
Yes, you're right. How might the policies be improved? What do you think about that?
Could you repeat the question, please? Because I couldn't understand you well.
Yes, and how might the policy be improved? About the rules, about that, what you mentioned before.
Oh, I think we can improve it making some advertisements
Mhm.
that it could be show through the TV, or maybe I don't know, we can give to the students some, how can I say, some information about it that they can manage well.
Okay. And do you think does it need to be replaced? Why?
Hmm. Do you mean about the policies that we have now? About the
Yes.
rules?
No,
About the laws?
about the policies that you could create, maybe.
Well, I'm not sure about it because I don't know a lot about laws, but I think if all the community can think about it, we can create a good law for young people, being respectful about their needs and about our needs too, and about government's role, you know?
Okay. The last question is, where can I get more information about these problems? The different positions people take on the problem. What do you think?
Mm,
Where we can obtain more information about this kind of problem?
well, I think I'm I'm not completely sure about it because, as I told you before, I don't know a lot about it. But I think government can give us information about it, and schools too. I think.
Okay, my friend. That's all, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for the interview that you give me. Um, I hope, yeah, I hope to see you again. And thank you so much.
Okay, it was my pleasure.